Hello everybody, welcome back to History Surfer. It's Dr. A. We're talking about Cape Canaveral Lighthouse today, as well as the Space Force Base. The Space Force Base now is located in Cape Canaveral, and the lighthouse is there. And so you must take a tour to get there, as you'll see in some of the things I wrote down. But let's talk about the lighthouse. It was made of cast iron by a foundry in Cold Spring, New York, and the construction really was started before the Civil War, but they had to wait until after the war was finished before it could be completed for the new iron lighthouse in 1868. Because it was a seaside lighthouse, it had 3 levels, and all levels are accessed by, it was a seaside lighthouse. The entrance was 3 levels above the ground. It had a spiral staircase that was cast iron, and it has over the years been moved a quarter-mile inland away from the beach due to corrosion. Over its history, it only had 9 head keepers, and the last keeper left in 1941. The Coast Guard took over the responsibility of the lighthouse in 1939. In 2000, the Air Force became the owner of the lighthouse, and then the Air Force then transitions to the Space Force in 2020 in that location. It's a really interesting tour to go on. If you have the time, please make sure you take the time to do this one, because the Cape became a missile testing range after they decided they had to do missiles. It was after World War II, and they used Cape Canaveral instead of a location they had in California, because the Cape had where the missiles were flying, I should say, was going to be over the Bahamas, and the British were willing to allow missiles to fly there, and also they leased islands that allowed tracking stations. It was a property that had been inhabited by people, but their land was confiscated, and the Army Corps of Engineers in 1950 was allowed to begin the contract to redo the Cape. Today, you can go on there, you'll see, I'll go into one of it's a museum, but I hope you enjoy this one. I thought it was really fascinating. I loved the tour. The tour guide was exceptional. So enjoy. I'm inside Hangar C out on the Space Force base. And I couldn't talk while I was on the tour for the lighthouse, but this is a different part of a different museum. So cool. I got all the plaques here, like this one's the Hound Dog, and these are mostly missiles. So, supposedly a secret out here that not too many people know about.